Oh boy, I'm not really sure how to properly start these types of stories, but I'm going to try to get to the point as fast as possible. See, I'm kind of on a timer here. I'm currently writing this on one of the computers in the library at my college. As I type, I feel like I'm being watched from the shadows. I know it sounds crazy, but I need to get this story out somehow. Nobody here will believe anything I say. I'm falling behind on all of my schoolwork to the point where I might be put on academic probation. I also got fired from my part-time job because I was scaring the customers. Anyways, I want to at least do something so I can tell myself this was all worth it. Even still, it might not even matter in the end. Last year, I met a guy named Jack Driscoll. He was a pretty chill dude for the most part, and we actually became pretty good friends. My name is Ethan, by the way, and I'm currently finishing up my senior year in college. Jack and I started to become good friends after we found out we were into the same stuff. We both liked the same types of video games, the same movie genres, and even had the same taste in clothes. I had other friends, sure, but nobody that was interested in the same things I was. Sadly, this all changed last winter. Jack started hanging out with a girl from one of our classes named Elisa. It wasn't long before he asked her out, and the two became an item. At first, I was happy for him. He never had the best luck with the ladies, so it was nice to see him with someone who genuinely liked him. We would all hang out from time to time, and she came off as a really nice girl. Hell, I even found myself getting a little jealous. About a month into their relationship, I noticed things started to change. Jack would stop hanging out with his friends and spend more time with Elisa. At first, I figured this was normal. A lot of people will want to spend more time with their significant other, and there really isn't anything wrong with that. I'd still see him and we'd play video games online together after class, so I didn't think too much of it. Then, things started to get weird. One morning, the two of us were waiting in line at the cafeteria. The food at our school wasn't the best, but it was fine for what it was. We got there a little late, so the line was already pretty long. Guess we should have got here earlier, huh? I laughed. Jack didn't say anything. Hey, buddy, you still asleep? I joked as I nudged his shoulder. Shut up, he murmured. I was taken aback since he sounded genuinely angry. I'm only joking, I explained. Did you not get enough sleep last night, or what? This line is too fucking long. I need to get out of here, he snapped. Students started staring. Jack turned around, yelling at one of the girls behind us. I had no idea why he was acting like this. It wasn't like him at all. Then he ran out of the building, leaving me speechless. After that incident, I didn't talk to him. I tried to get his attention in class for a while, but it was no use. After a few days, I stopped trying altogether. After a week, Jack stopped showing up to class. One night, I ran into Elisa in the hallway. Hey, Elisa, I said with a smile. Oh, hi, Ethan, she replied cheerfully. Her smile sent a chill down my spine. Why did she seem so happy when her boyfriend was clearly not doing well? So what's up with Jack? Is he okay? She paused, then grinned. He's perfectly fine. Better than ever. Something about her tone made my stomach twist. She walked away, leaving me confused and uneasy. That night, I decided to call Jack again. To my surprise, he answered immediately. Yo, he said. Hey man, what's up? What do you want? He replied sharply. Are you home? Yeah, WH. I'm coming over, he said and hung up. About 45 minutes later, I heard a knock on my door. When I opened it, Jack looked awful, pale, trembling, eyes darting everywhere. Are you alone? He whispered. I nodded. He stepped inside. Dude, what's going on? I asked. Turn off the lights. Jack, you're scaring me. Turn off the lights. She can't find me. Are you talking about Elisa? I asked, voice trembling. Did she do something to you? Jack didn't answer right away. Then he whispered, I think she's part of a cult. I frowned. Why do you say that? Have you gone to the police? I can't, he yelled, tears streaming, but his tears were black. She did this to me. I don't know how, but it was her, he cried, the black liquid staining my couch. She said I was ready. What the fuck does that mean? Before I could respond, we heard a soft knock at my door. Jackie, I know you're in there. A woman's voice called. It's time to go. They're waiting for us. Jack bolted through the back door and disappeared into the woods. Jack, wait, I shouted, chasing after him. Then, something hit me on the head. Everything went black. When I woke up, I was tied to a tree. Dozens of robed figures surrounded a man strapped to a chair, Jack. One figure removed her mask. It was Elisa. She kissed Jack's face while a taller cultist began reading from a black book. Others held Jack down as a fourth cultist plunged a rusted tool into his eyes. Thick black blood oozed like tar. Then they placed a blue mask on him. Jack was still alive. The ground shook. Black tendrils rose from beneath Jack, wrapping around his body and diving into his mouth. Sirens wailed in the distance. The ritual stopped. Everything went silent until Jack began to laugh. "You made him mad," he hissed. Then, in a blur of screams and gore, Jack broke free and slaughtered the cultists. I passed out as their screams echoed in the night. When I woke up, a police officer shone a light in my face. "He's alive. Get a paramedic." I was bleeding badly. One of my kidneys was gone. I couldn't speak. I didn't know what to say. It's been over a year since that night. The school faced media outrage. Jack Driscoll is still missing, wanted for 10 murders and 1 attempted murder. I don't know what the cult was, what they were summoning, or why I was spared. Nobody believes my story, but I had to write it down, just in case he comes back.